Hello everyone, I'm Hakeemuddin from Saifee Computers, Dubai. Today I'm going to talk about the real estate module in Tally accounting software. We are currently using TallyPrime 5.0, which is the latest version as of October 2024. And we have already modified our module to meet the requirements of Tally 5.0. So let's have a look at the software right now. So here you will see a link available for real estate. When you click on it, you've got first master transactions and reports. At the master level, you can create unlimited number of buildings, units, and tenants for your business. Currently, we have a couple of buildings created here for Dera Tower and Twin Tower. We are going to use them. And we can add as many units as required. So we can quickly add one unit. Let's say I want to add a unit called 1103 under Twin Towers. This is on 11th floor. The unit type is residential. So I can mention it here. Status currently is vacant. And it has area of 1500 square feet. It's a 3 BHK, one parking is available, and we are providing free maintenance and free chiller. Example. So this particular information can be saved. Once this information is saved, so we will have the option of creating tenants and then renting out these units to the tenants. So I will create a tenant quickly. Let's say I want to create a tenant, Mr. Amin. I can provide the information related to their documents like passport, visa, Emirates ID, and the spouse information. Then we can create a contract. So let's say we're giving them this unit from 1st of Jan till 31 of December. And we want to provide payment information where you can select, we are renting out Twin Tower. And here you can see the units which have been created. So I've created 1101, 2 and 3. There are 2 and 3 are vacant. So they want to rent out 1103. There is a refundable deposit of 5,000. The rent has been agreed at 80,000. Let's say there is a commission which is there initially at the first time. And you can add other charges based on your requirements, security deposit fee or security charges or any other charge that you want to record. Currently, I'm just giving, let's say, Ijari, and this is only sample data with only test numbers. So I'm giving 200 dirhams, which is taxable from Ijari. Similarly, I can add another one, Ijari, which is non-taxable. Let's say we have got an agreement with them where they can pay us in 4 checks. This property will be used for residential purposes. Based on this use, system will be able to calculate tax. So if you make it residential, system will not calculate tax on the rent. If you make it commercial, tax will be calculated. And I want to automatically let the system give me information about creating receipts. So let's say we are invoicing them either on 1st Jan or maybe we are invoicing them today. So I can create an invoice dated 26th October 24. And then I have got the information. So under the receipts, so I'm taking the rent in 4 checks, yes, but the deposit, commission, Ijari and everything, VAT, everything needs to be paid in the first installment. So I'm going to record it the same way. So there is a check number 101. Let's say we can either create the banks from which they're issuing checks or we can just ignore it if you don't want to record. Receiving or the check date. So let's say they issued the check 1st Jan of 25. I want to deposit in my Rack Bank account later. Similarly, I've got another check. I can say 1st of April, 3rd check, 103, 1st of July, and the last one, 104, 1st of October. Then system is going to check what is the total value of the contract and how much payment you have received. Then you can finish this part. And let's say you can provide more information if required, TRN and everything if it is applicable. Thus, the tenant creation and the contract creation is complete. Once this is done, now the transactions have been automated. So you can go here to sales transaction workflow, and then you can see a list of not posted transactions. So here I can see that this particular invoice for Mr. Amin of this value 89410 is not posted. I can simply select it and say create sales. Do you want to post sales invoice? No. That transaction is created. Similarly, I can go to receipt transactions. And then I can see there are 4 receipts or 4 checks which have been recorded for this unit 1103, and these are the amounts. I can simply select them all and say create receipt, and the receipts of 4 dates of 4 checks will be created in the system. Coming out of the window, then we have got reports related to real estate. Very simple report. There is something called as unit status. So if you open this, you can see that okay, how many units are there which are occupied. Under the unit wise breakup, when you select a specific unit and you define the date range, so we created the invoice in the month of October for this particular unit, you will be able to see the income is reflected during that period. Now, one very interesting feature we have here is we can go to that particular invoice. So let's say I want to see a tenant wise statement where I can select this customer and I can open this particular sales invoice which was created. Now we have given an option of deferring this revenue. Since the revenue is for the period starting from 1st January and ending 31 December, I don't want to see this as my income in the month of October because I might sign the contract in advance. So we have the option of deferring this revenue as per the accounting concept, and automatically the system will be able to divide this amount in 2025 on a monthly basis based on the number of days, and the total will be 80,000. So let's try and let's have a look at this. Let me just under the report section, one interesting report is the unit status report. When you look at it, the moment you have created the contract, the status will change from vacant to occupied for this particular unit. And you can see what is the contract start and ending date for these particular units, and how many checks the payments were done, and what was the invoice date, what is the purpose. So all this information is available to you. Apart from that, you will have information related to security deposit. So if you are holding security deposit like we did run one right now, so we have got a deposit of 5,000 from Mr. Amin. Then we have got tenant wise statement. So you can select any tenant and you can define the period for which you want to see the reports. So let's say I want to see it from January 25 till December 25. I can see all the information. By default, the system will mark all those checks which are dated in future. They will be marked here and they will be kept at this particular place. Then we have got, let's say, security check related information, building wise breakup, unit wise breakup. So what is unit wise breakup? So if I come here and select any specific unit and I define the time frame for which I want to see the report, I will be able to see all the information related to that particular unit. Once you have done that, you can come back and look at your profitability for the company. And now in the year of 2025, I will select it from here. You will have income. Let's say from residential, we have got 167,000. I want to change this report and make it a monthly report. So on a monthly basis, my residential rent has been divided based on the deferral that I just did. So automatically, whatever is your income, you can divide it on a monthly basis based on the contract period. And one more feature we have is regarding the PDC management. For any reason, if you have the tenant and the tenant wants you to return the check and maybe replace the check or give you cash, or for any other reason the check needs to be returned, you can open this particular check which is post dated right now, and you can just mention what is the status, so you can change it to return. When you mark it as return, when you mark this as return and you save this transaction, system will automatically create a reverse transaction for this entry for you, so you don't have to manually create multiple entries. And when you look at the standard report, so for example, if you are looking at outstanding reports and then you want to select your tenant here, for this particular tenant I want to include it till December 25, automatically the check number 102 which was returned becomes outstanding, and here you can see that this particular check was returned. So this is the amount that you need to receive from the tenant, and once they give you this amount, it will be automatically adjusted against this particular check. Similarly, we have got other features and functionalities and different types of reports available. You will be able to see a building wise breakup of all your income and expenses. You can see unit wise breakup of all the information. So example, if I select some where we have transactions, then you can see the distribution of income, expenses and everything as per the units. So let me show you one very quickly. So if I have recorded in this example, I have a unit 2308. I can see what commission, ijari, rent I have charged, and I'm spending on maintenance, AC, plumbing of that unit. So for any date range, you can see how much money you have earned in your income and how much money you've spent on the expenses for this unit, giving you a profitability for every unit. Similarly, you'll be able to see building wise profit and loss. You can even do building wise tenant search. So for example, if you select any building that you have, you can see a list of all the units that you have and all the contracts which are being created. You can filter this report, and here we can see this particular one is vacant. If you want to see that, okay, I want to have a status which is all vacant, that you can do, and the system will show you a list of all the units which are vacant and not occupied currently. Then you can do your search by area, by floor, by tenant, by unit type, by area type. So all these factors are available. So example, if you want to see similar units which are 1500 square feet, so I can say that the area is 1500, and then it will give you a list of all the units of that particular area. If you want to check what is the rent that this particular unit has been given for, and maybe decide what is the rent you want to give for this particular unit. These are the list of reports which are available, and all this has been integrated in Tally accounting solution. So it is already VAT compliant. You will be able to get your VAT reports from the system. You can see for any specific period what is your total VAT, and all the standard report of the VAT form can be exported into the BAT 201 form, which is compliant as per the FTA tax authority. Thank you everyone for your time. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch with us or our team. You can find us on tally.ae. You can visit the website, fill up a form, and we will get in touch with you. Alternatively, you can give us a call on our numbers. That is also mentioned on the website. You can also visit www.saifeecomputers.com and get more information. Thank you so much and have a nice day.